Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, this is very good news for some. This article that I'm about to read, and I will explain why for some is good news and for some might not be such a good news. But hey, we are entitled to have our own, values and opinions and lifestyles and all that. So don't complain. Russia Today, July 9th, 2023. Biological male wins Miss Netherlands. So, biological male wins Miss Netherlands. Ricky Valerie Collet, the first trans woman to take home the Dutch title, will compete for Miss Universe next. Okay? Here is the winner, and everybody's so happy about it because they lost. Okay, now, transgender model and actor Ricky Valerie Collet became the first male-born winner of the Miss Netherlands pageant on Saturday, held at the AFAS Theatre in the town of Leusden. Collet defeated 9 female-born contestants to take home the crown for 2023, succeeding last year's winner Ona Moody. Okay, the 22-year-old will represent the Netherlands at the 72nd Miss Universe contest in El Salvador later this year, becoming only the second transgender contestant to advance to the international pageant. The first male-born Miss Universe contestant was Angela Pons of Spain, who competed in 2018 but failed to advance in the final round. In a sponsored Miss Universe Instagram post for Pride Month, Collet opted for victory as one of self-description, explaining, "As a little boy," and I'm quoting, "I conquered all the things that came through my path, and look at me now, standing here as a strong, empowering and confident trans woman." Okay, my friends, so obviously some people celebrate. Good for you. Good for you. All right, now let me tell you. Let me show you another article. Okay, here it is. This is Newsweek, and it's titled "Russia May Build a Village for American Conservatives." This is dated on the 5th. I would say is May 11th, 2023. Is there any subtitle over there? All right, here it is. Plans are in place to build a village in Moscow region for conservative Americans and Canadians, according to a Russian state media outlet. The Kremlin-backed RIA Novosti news agency on Thursday reported on the community that caters to expatriates with, and I'm quoting, traditional values, writing that construction is expected to begin next year. While Russia is at odds with the US government, especially in regards to the war in Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has taken up causes favored by many Western conservatives. He has signed legislation that restricts LGBTQ plus rights, and he enjoyed a closer relationship with the former President Donald Trump than with Trump's Democratic successor to the White House. All right? Okay, well, this is that. Now let me tell you who else is celebrating. I'm going to give you a little example. Let's say you are at war with another country, and you try to do anything to subvert that society, economically, militarily, socially. And how do you do that? Every time in your assessment, the other country, loses something, or in your assessment, obviously, becomes weaker in a certain way that you perceive as weakness, you're celebrating. When you see that country, let's say you have a civil war in a country, that's advantageous for you. That's an opportunity. When you have a cultural war in your enemy's territory, you must be celebrating because you like when these guys it's infighting because they're weaker. So, yeah, I think the Russians and others are celebrating when they see the achievements of the Western countries, and I think they are waiting. They're waiting, and it seems like they don't have to send the tanks to, I don't know, conquer the Western countries. I think the Western countries will get to a point where they're gonna be fantastic and perfect, and Russia and other, countries like that, they will follow through and they will copy because they have to come around. They have to understand. So you know exactly what I mean here, and this is, some people are celebrating. Good for you. Don't force me by law to do such a thing as a celebration to something that I personally view differently. I think I'm still entitled to have a different opinion, different preference, different, different values. All right, as long as I don't break a law, but be careful with those laws, because I heard that in the state of Michigan, these idiots are trying to push a certain kind of law, making it illegal to use the wrong pronoun or something. But they will be challenged in the Supreme Court and all that. And I hope that mandatory speech should not be, instituted by law, which is you have to say certain things in certain situations. I think free speech should be still standing, but I'm waiting, because if that would be the case, then I don't know, my friends. I moved once, I'm gonna move again, because fighting within the system with these guys over here is just going to be, let them rot. Move somewhere where you can, your qualities, your abilities are really recognized as such, and not be blamed as being, reactionary or who knows what, illegal. So be careful, my friends. I know they also made a law here in Michigan regarding the safety of the guns and all that, which I was like, okay, if you have minor children, you better do that. But if someone enters your house and you call the police and the police doesn't respond and so on, you're a sitting duck. Anyway, unless you just jump off with the family and your children off the window and start running in the fields or something, because you can't really defend yourself at that point. Get the bullets from the basement, get the gun from the gun cabinet, and get the key from the neighbor's house. Anyway, my friends, this is it. So that's the progress in the West. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.